I shall open it
Yeah.
and I'll share my screen. Ba, 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 ba. All
Let's
right.
go.
Do you see the screen?
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Okay. So you focus on the fundamentals, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Which fundamentals did you like think you're doing decent right now?
Mm, I think I'm like I really like I got better at the understanding the wave statement like
Mm-hmm.
of the side lanes on mid lane.
Yeah.
Mm, I know how to play like for my win condition, but like I really struggle with like when to gank and like tempo, when to gank, when to farm, like when
Uh-huh.
to yeah, that's like the thing I really struggle with.
Okay. So when to gank, when to farm, but you're recognizing better like wave states.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Mm.
like I was like very bad at it, but now like I'm decent.
Mm-hmm. With recognizing wave states, what do you mean exactly with that? Like recognizing
It's
when you lay.
like punish like for example, imagine like the enemy ADC is trying to crash like
Mm.
his wave, so I like punish him,
Okay, okay. I see, I see. Okay.
and
Because
like cover my top laner like if the enemy got a big slow push, so
mm-hmm.
like he can't get the door.
Yeah, okay, okay. That's good. All right. Um, so basically when to gank and when to farm, right? That's a good question because when you say you recognize the wave states, it goes a bit hand in hand. So it's good that you are doing this and recognize wave states. So when you should gank and when you should farm, I will go through that once we get there, okay? But for now, I just want to make sure that you understand your job in the game.
Yeah, because like I used to be like AFK farm champ main like Udyr Cartus. So
Yeah.
recently I started to play comp, so I had to change my play style. So like it's really difficult.
Okay, okay. Okay, that's a good one. Okay, so you see my notepad, right?
No,
Okay,
I
wait.
don't.
Maybe actually I'm not sharing my full screen. Give me one moment. Okay, screen one. Okay, do you see my notepad right now?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
I see it now.
so basically you struggle with this. When to gank and when to farm. I'm gonna
Yeah,
open this one. Okay, so the thing is that every time you gank, right? There's like few
yeah,
conditions, which is like um, before you gank, it should always be like this. One, can enemy jungler be there, right?
yeah.
Like if you know this one,
Mm-hmm.
but before this even, like it should be like this. Sorry, sorry. I'll put this on number two. Are they gankable? Wave state.
Yeah, for
This is
sure.
number one. Like you cannot gank unless the wave state is like bad, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So are they gankable? That's like wave state. Once you feel like they're gankable, if yes, then can the enemy jungler be there? Because usually, right, if the wave, let's say bad, it means usually they have like a big wave or whatever, and um, you should ask yourself, do you win 3v3? Like,
yeah.
do you win 3v3? I mean, if
You mean like
yes, go gank.
you like bot side?
Bot, mid, but this is just
Mid, mid.
example like
Yeah,
bot,
yeah,
okay?
yeah,
If
yeah.
yes, go gank, no, keep farm.
Okay, okay.
And there's like another condition if enemy, yeah, basically that's it,
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
so if the wave state is like gankable, then you can gank them. However, if enemy jungle is there, then no.
yeah.
But if it's not there, then yeah, go for the gank. Then of course the question to ask yourself like, where are the wards? Because of course, like, if this wards, then
Yeah, yeah.
no be a no. So the question that you were wondering is like when to gank and when to farm. So let's get to it, okay?
Yeah, yeah.
Before we start though, I would like you to explain me your thought process regarding your pathing.
Okay, so like I don't like I passed to top side because enemy bot lane is real karma and like as Viego is really hard to gank and like top side is really volatile, so like the one who gets fed will stomp the enemy, so I pass to my top.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see.
But I think that Talia is gonna buff bot and I don't think we can win 3-3 like early on.
Mm-hmm. Okay. 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 So one thing that I would like you to add as well to understand before is like who's gonna play aggressive, because when you ask yourself, this question, right? When to gank, when to farm. You first need to know who's gonna play aggressive, right?
Yeah.
So if you look at enemy champs, I think enemy bot lane is gonna for sure play aggressive. Enemy mid lane for sure is gonna play aggressive, right?
Yeah.
I mean top lane is gonna be aggressive as well. However, and then which laners are fine? That's a question you should ask yourself as well. So
Mm.
if you ask yourself this, okay, who's gonna play aggressive? I'll just answer for you for time purposes. So basically, I do think that everyone of your team is gonna, I mean, sorry, everyone of the enemy team is gonna play aggressive beside
Yeah. Yeah.
enemy top laner, right?
Yeah.
So knowing that their mid and bot plays aggressive, okay,
Mm-hmm.
and which of your lanes are fine? Your top lane's fine, your mid lane's fine, your bot lane's technically fine as well because they're not really gonna get dove or anything, right? But they are
Yeah.
gonna get bullied, right?
Yeah. Poken lane.
Yeah. So what does Talia wanna do?
Mm.
What does?
Like, if I was the Talia, I would like to play around maybe bot side because like they have the like they have like they can pressure lane. She can place my my bot side camps. She can play the Drake. So I
Mm-hmm.
don't know.
Yeah.
Like she has prior, like bot side.
Yeah. So okay, that's good. I think she's gonna play bot side as well. And one thing that you have to keep in mind as well, what does the enemy think? Which lanes are fine? If you're Talia this game, is Camille
Mm,
fine?
yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I think
Mm,
he's fine as well,
mm,
right?
yeah, yeah. Because yeah,
So
it's Camille.
yeah, he has TP, it's Camille, he's probably gonna play safe. So even if you path top, what can you actually do?
But what? I
I-
didn't.
Even if you path top this game,
Yeah,
what can you actually do this? If Camille plays, let's say, decent, okay?
yeah.
What can you actually do this game?
But I can maybe play for Herald, like get my top laner like ahead. But like yeah, I don't know.
He's not gonna get that far ahead. Maybe a few CS, right? Because you're pathing top.
Yeah,
However, one thing as well,
yeah,
if you're pathing to top, it means every time it's like 420, your pathing now is always gonna be bot to top. Make sense?
yeah, yeah,
So right now, even if you want to look for a bowling gank, it's gonna be so awkward because the moment you gank bot, let's say it fails, you need to path towards top side because that's where your camps are, right?
yeah,
Like that's one thing as well. Is that right now you're forced to always go bot to top, and if Ezreal Karma is aware of this, and enemy jungler, your bot lane is gonna get perm pushed in, and they might get dove as well.
yeah.
So going back to like the question, which lanes are fine? I do not think your bot lane's actually fine if you keep
Mhm.
pathing to top side because you're not relieving any pressure.
Yeah, true.
And now it will be really obvious for the enemy bot lane, like, oh wait, they leashed, he's pathing top. Now Ezreal Karma should actually walk up and they should play really aggressive.
Yeah,
They should just like legit proxy, stand in front of the mini wave, throw mantra Q, and before they get to wave, they're already screwed, you know?
yeah,
And one more thing as well, even though your bowling gets pushed in, right? It's like really good you told me your weaknesses because when to gank, when to farm. So the things what I really like this game from you is that you warded enemy raptors level 1. This is really good.
yeah.
So right here, with this information, okay?
Mm-hmm.
If you actually start the top side and took, let's say, red buff, Raptors Gromp, and see how enemy bowling plays, maybe you can kill them because they're playing aggressive. If they don't ward, they're gonna die because they're playing aggressive. And if they do ward, you can actually walk around, and if you see enemy Talia, like doing maybe let's say 4 camps, okay, the enemy jungler cannot be there, and it'll be a free kill because the conditions are met. Look, are they gankable? So let's say you actually start top side, okay? You're on top the bot.
Yeah,
I'll just try to like understand. Okay, so top to bot. Okay, so is bowling gankable? Yes.
yes. Right now, yes.
Can enemy jungler be there? Well, no.
Stop.
Okay, she's top.
Yeah.
The last condition, where are the wards? You pay attention to like minimap. Look, you see where Ezreal is? He's missing.
Yeah, so it's like guarding the river.
The river. Yes.
Yeah.
So here actually, And by the way, just saying, a lot of bot laners have the habit of warding this here.
Mm.
Like, let's say you're really short on time, no joke, you can just flash over the wall here and kill them.
Yeah.
Or you can just like walk around like this
Uh,
and kill them.
yeah, that's actually true.
So there's two things, okay?
Mm-hmm.
If enemy jungler starts bot and enemy bot has the push, bot is free kill, right?
Yeah.
If enemy jungler does 4 camps and doesn't cover bot, bot is free kill.
I have like a big problem, with like bot lanes, like like safe bot lane, like Zilean, Jhin,
Uh-huh.
Ezreal, Karma. I like Caitlyn Lux. I'm afraid to gank them. Like I feel like they have wards everywhere, so it's like useless to put sometimes bots.
hmm If they
Because
have
they have a lot of prio on like I I don't dare ganking them. I don't know why, because I don't know, but yeah, it feels like pretty hard to gank them.
sorry, if the enemy has like Ziggs or something.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, Ziggs as well.
okay, so the thing is that those champions that those champs have longer range, which means that they're like a little bit safer than most
Mm-hmm.
champions. That is definitely true, right? Same
Mm-hmm.
goes for Ezreal.
Yeah,
Imagine the enemy champs like Anila or something, okay?
yeah.
I'll just give you an example. So you're definitely right in that regard, but that doesn't matter. It's all about the wave state. So
Okay.
imagine the waves here, okay? Let's say you're
Yeah,
playing a Ziggs. This is an example. Ziggs can clear from here with a Q, right?
yeah.
If Anila is playing here, he has to like be here to like hit that minion. Let's say the
Yeah,
cannon. Yes.
yeah.
That's why it's really important to look at the wave states. Imagine this Irelia, okay, is like Ziggs, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And let's say the wave is here, and there's to
Yeah,
crash the wave, okay?
yeah.
Even if it's like a Ziggs, he still has to stand maximum like here. So
Yeah, so
like,
it's like gankable.
yes. So you're definitely
Yeah,
right that they're safer. However, that doesn't change the fact that every laner, okay, no joke, even Challenger, every
mm-hmm.
laner is gonna go for that minion for last hit.
Yeah.
Like only if they don't see you. And I can tell you very often that you know how Ezreal put a ward here?
Mm-hmm.
Even if he knows you're prepping top to bot, even if he's aware of that, he is still gonna go for the last hit. So if you
Yeah,
walk behind, yes, he'll be maybe here, but what's gonna happen is that he's deep enough for you to kill him. Anyway.
yeah,
So I think you should change your mindset a bit, which is like you're definitely right. They're safer. However, if
mm-hmm.
the wave is bad, they are still gonna walk up 100%.
Mm-hmm.
And I will
Yeah,
link you as well. Did I send you the ganking video?
yeah,
Like when to gank, the timing of it.
yeah. It will be good.
Okay, I will send you that one. That'll be
Okay.
important. So, but you get the concept, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's really important to. I mean, I'll send these things to you, of course. But if you like play this game again, like, and you look at the check marks, you know.
Yeah. Like before every game, I have to read this to keep it in mind.
I mean, yeah, this is just like an example, right? But this is like pretty much how it works almost always.
Yeah. Okay.
And this is like my check mark for like my early game plan. Usually, I think like, okay, in the champ select, who's gonna play aggressive? Like, who's gonna play aggressive? Which laners are fine? And then, what's the enemy jungler gonna do? And
Yeah.
then I make my own game plan. Because without knowing what the enemy jungler is gonna do, I cannot make my game plan.
Yeah.
That makes sense, right?
Yeah.
And then it's like, then make your plan. Is it clear?
Yeah. It's clear.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so this is like purely early game planning, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And one more thing as well. Bot lane is like so OP to get bot lane. Like,
Yeah.
like if your bot lane gets ahead, right, against Ezreal Karma, it's
Mm-hmm.
it's so won. Like even if your top lane gets fed, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter because enemy bot lane's still gonna 1v9, you know?
Yeah. For sure.
Because if bot lane's ahead, you can take every Drake, you can take every Herald, you can like have mid priority, move to side lane. It's like
Mm,
it's the core of
yeah.
the map.
Yeah.
Whereas top lane in early game can't move to Drake, sure he can move the Herald, but if enemy bot lane has priority, they move the Herald, Herald is gone. In mid game, he goes to side lane. If bot lane has priority, Darius cannot play.
Yeah.
It's just role gap. Even if top lane's ahead, it doesn't matter. The times though that you should have top is that when there's like a melee support matchup, and it's like really safe, and top lane's super volatile, then you can go top lane.
Yeah.
But in range matchups, keep in mind that every time you go from or start bot to top, your pathing is always gonna be bot to top.
Okay.
So
Like imagine if this game Talia like would have path to bot side. Like, do you think like it was a good idea to path bot as well?
yes, because the thing is that there's always a chance that she does 4 camps.
Yeah.
And if she does 4 camps, well, the bot is dead. And if you kill them
Yeah.
that one time, game's over.
Yeah.
But let's say that Talia decides to do 3 camps and cover bot, by the way, which is very, very, very unlikely. Like me personally, I'm not even gonna do it myself. I would want my lanes to just put a ward and play safe or something, you know?
Yeah.
Because it would be a flip for her to take 3 camps and stand behind bot. How does she know I'm ganking?
Yeah.
Like, all her camps are up. Like, no one knows that. It's up to the laners to play safe.
Okay. Okay.
So, okay?
Yeah.
And the thing is that there's always this chance that enemy fucks up. But by you pathing the top side, even if they fuck up, well, you can't punish it, right? So
Mm-hmm.
that's why like always be open to like the option that they're gonna screw up, which by the way happens very frequently.
Yeah.
But of course, if you don't see Talia on like let's say here, and she's not showing anywhere, then maybe don't go for it because maybe she's like doing red buff and then golems and then like well while she's on golems, right? And then you're ganking, she might be around.
Yeah.
But in that case, what you can do is just path up. That's fine.
Yeah.
At least, you know, you're around, and if it didn't troll, you just move on, okay?
Yep.
Okay. I just want to see a little bit how you clear. Okay.
I have like just a few games of Viego. You know?
It's fine. For example, here, small thing. Your Qs
Yeah.
come up in 2 seconds, okay?
Yeah.
So one thing I recommend for you is just keep walking. Don't auto-attack that one. And then
Yeah.
Q, and then it'll be gone, you know? Because now you're
Yeah.
wasting time, you see?
Yeah. Yeah.
You just walk, Q, keep running. You'd save 1.5 seconds.
Yeah.
And probably same with this one. Oh, one small thing as well with clearing.
Yeah.
Make sure you kite.
You kite like to the lane.
No, like here for example, you're standing still.
Ah, yeah, yeah. Okay, the camp, you mean?
Yeah, the camp. Like
Okay.
try to go like this.
Yeah.
Like no joke. It's like you're going a full circle, you know?
Yeah.
Because if you kite down, all the raptors are gonna follow you. Then you kite up, you're gonna receive less damage. Because of the new
Okay.
preseason changes, you're not gonna be completely healthy. Look, you have like one pot.
Just one pot. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So now you're actually taking a lot of damage.
Yeah, yeah. I was focusing on mid lane, so
Mm-hmm. Okay,
I
okay.
didn't pay attention to my clear.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. That's fair enough. Yeah, look, this is good. I mean, I know you're looking for a gank here, but
Like she's
Oh.
suicide.
okay. One
That's
small thing
okay.
when I play Viego,
Yeah.
this is usually not good to use W early. Before
Okay.
it was like fine to do,
Yeah.
but like
They
now,
nerfed it, no?
yeah, they nerfed it, and I highly, highly recommend to you almost always just like E and walk to the enemy completely,
Okay, okay.
and like save your W, because you're slowing yourself down, and trust me, it's like much better to just run at them.
I was thinking that Irelia like will try to like escape, you know. So
Even if she
like,
does that,
yeah,
better to keep running at her.
yeah, yeah, true.
But
Now
okay.
she asks me to push the wave. She dies.
Uh-huh. Okay, let me see how you are playing
Yeah,
here.
Talia invaded me, so I flashed out, but I got my red buff.
Yeah. Okay. Did I link you the video about when you're in base?
What?
When you're in base, how
to
win
think?
condition, win condition. You said you
Ah,
got better at that, right?
Yeah, yeah, I got better, but like I'm not that good, you know.
Okay, okay. Okay, let me just. Okay. Alright, so I would like you to tell me what your plan is right now. You just came from
My
base.
my plan is like to. I know that Irelia is like very doomed. She has no flash, so I want to abuse it with Ari, you know,
Yeah, correct.
because Irelia is a free gank. Like when she has no flash, and she will play obviously aggressive.
Yeah, that's correct. So you got your plan. Perfect. So what do you want to make sure of right now, since you have your plan?
To like maybe track enemy jungler.
Yes. So in order to
Yeah.
track, let's say you have no vision on the enemy jungler, okay?
Mm,
How can you track him?
mm, Actually, I don't know. I saw him top side, so like I based, so she might be bot side right now. I think because
Okay.
she based as well. I think I don't know.
Uh,
Maybe.
okay, let's say you lost focus. Let's say you had a phone call, okay?
Yeah.
And you don't know where she is. How can you know where she can gank?
I look at the wave states.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like your teammates' wave stage, right?
Yeah.
Like this.
Okay. Okay.
For example, this, you know what it indicates, right?
Slow push.
Yes, it's a slow push.
Yeah.
So you remember us talking about like if like Ziggs or Caitlyn? Like Ari, for example, can touch the minions from here.
Yeah.
And she's gonna be completely fine.
Mm-hmm.
However, imagine Irelia is gonna hold the wave here,
Yeah.
then of course she's gonna
It's
need
really
you.
hot. Yeah.
Yeah. So just keep those things in mind. And like now, for example, when you ask me, when should I gank and when should I farm? So this is a good example. So in this situation, do you think you have to gank mid lane here?
Uh, like looking at the wave state, no, but like I know that it's Irelia, so like I know that she will play aggressive, you know. So I think yes.
So what if she doesn't play aggressive?
So I don't go mid. I think.
Yeah, but like you have to make a decision though, because if you gank, you have to start walking there.
Yeah. I started working for the scuttle. Then I see if it's gankable mid bot. Then I check mid. You know.
Okay, okay, yeah, that's fine. Hmm. Um, okay. Right. So basically, you ask like when to gank, when to farm, and in this
Mhm.
situation, right? Let's say it's a good player, which I think you're in high low. So
It's like yeah, masters, grandmasters, like
yeah. So like this guy, right?
yeah.
If he's let's say actually decent, okay, this guy
Mm-hmm.
should know that he doesn't have to play aggressive and waves like this, or he shouldn't rather,
Yeah.
unless he thinks he wins the 2v2.
Yeah.
So let's say there's not even a crap, okay? You
Yeah.
would just be wasting time and moving, because what a good Irelia does is just farm with his E and take the minion and just wait in the tower.
Yeah. True. So to wait the bounce back.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's not really a good timing for you to gank.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
like
that's true.
I will for sure find more examples, okay? Like don't worry. So for example, okay, this is a good situation as well. Okay, look.
Mm.
Look at bowling wave, okay? Wait, okay. So you
Yeah.
see the bowling wave.
Mm.
So your ball lane for sure is gonna freeze this wave there, right?
Yeah.
Like close here.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine that your Gromp is up, but enemy is trying to hard push this wave, okay? Would you take your Gromp or would you gank?
But like, actually, I don't know because you know, I might think that Talia is bot side, and like it's Ezreal Karma, so like the river is warded, so I don't know what to do there. But I think I like personally, I would have done the groom.
Yeah, no, that is correct. Because you don't know where Talia is,
Yeah,
and even if they have wards, by the way, it's not gonna matter. If they have like wards here and the wave's like here,
yeah,
if you're hooking the wall here, so let's say you're like, you see my,
yeah.
let's say you're actually like ganking from
Like
here, you
able
know?
to fog, yeah.
As long as you're on the edge, you will gank them, because they'll have to like, if the wave's like here, they have to be at least standing here,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah,
So it is gankable. But what I want to explain to you is that when you should farm and when you should gank. So the condition for you to gank, okay?
yeah,
You skip a camp if enemy can crash the wave on time. This is the
okay,
condition.
okay.
But of course, then you have to always think about like where the enemy jungler is.
Yeah,
Look, Then you do the check mark. Are they gankable? Yes. Can enemy jungler be there? Yes. So, no, like, you know, if yes, wait, what the fuck? Do you win 3-3? Oh yeah, if yes, go gank. If not, you farm. So in this case, you don't win, right?
Yep.
So, but let's say for some reason Talia showed top lane, okay?
Yeah.
Then just ask yourself, where are the wards?
Mm.
And
I
then
didn't
if,
pay attention, so like I don't really know.
yeah, but anyway, like look in this situation, look how deep they are. If you are hugging the wall, like
Yeah.
here, I'm sure
Mhm.
that they are gonna die if Talia's not there.
Okay.
But make sure you like gank here, because some junglers like walk here, you know, but that's stupid.
Yeah.
Because you wanna cut off their escape path. Walk in a straight line. Don't walk like this, you know.
Mm.
A lot of people walk like this, but always cut off their escape path and meet them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it more clear for you, like when to gank and when to farm?
Yeah. It's okay.
Okay. And I think it's like so much simpler with like these conditions, like you know, are the gank pull
Yeah.
wave state, jungle be there, boom, easy, right?
Yeah, easy.
All right, perfect.
So now,
So look,
let's.
Irelia here, for example, if he's like somewhat smart, she's not gonna play too aggressive, but she's like,
Like she fucked his wave, you know?
yeah, but oh shit, his was pretty bad. Yeah, it's true. I didn't see that. It changed the wave state from before.
I think a bit. I think bot because like I that Talia was bot to cover like the crash, so I
Yeah,
pinged them to like to take care.
yeah, that's good. Um, One thing here.
Yeah.
Okay, so right here, okay. What would have, well, what would have been better in this situation? Right now you're paying on the way, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I like when I check your vids, like
Yeah.
I have to ping back, then I ping on my way
Yes,
to
I
like
mean, yeah.
make them like not walk and spot me.
Yes, because the thing is that imagine for some reason now Ari would be like, hello, I'm walking up.
Yeah.
This guy's like, what the fuck?
So he walks back and he's safe.
Yeah, I mean, he can just like walk there or he can instantly walk there and Ari's on level 6.
Yeah.
He's gonna be fine.
True.
But like, luckily, like, this guy's dashing in. And
It's like he
one thing,
wanted to crash.
and one thing, your Ari's playing well as well, by the way.
Yeah. He
Your
was really
Ari
good.
was actually playing good here. Look, he actually walked back.
Yeah.
But the thing is that you're lucky that he's walking back. Because most laners are gonna walk up.
Mm-hmm.
But look, he's doing the opposite.
Yeah, he's really good. He carried the game like that. That's the one who carried this game.
Yeah. I mean, this guy was like smurfing here by like not getting baited because most laners would, you know.
Yeah. I have to like take out this habit of my,
Yeah.
I always do it.
I mean, the thing is that you don't have to ping careful, by the way. You
Just
actually,
have to walk.
yeah, just have to walk. You actually just don't ping anything, by the way. No joke. The power play
Yeah.
is to not ping anything and ping on the way when you want him to walk up.
Okay.
I mean, you don't have to ping on the way. You can just target Irelia, you know. You can just spam
Yeah.
Irelia. Okay, so you always
Okay.
like walk, and the moment you want him to step up, you just spam ping this guy. Like attack.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Alright.
So now he's dead.
He's dead. He for sure could have lived if, you know. This looks so awkward. Was close. Okay.
I flashed away.
Yeah.
And now I go back to my camps.
Okay. One small thing. I'm not sure if you're doing it, and I haven't explained or sent you a video, but it's like a rule, okay?
Yeah.
It's like after you kill enemy / take objective / you're in base. Rethink about next plan.
Okay.
So after you kill enemy, it should be like, okay, what am I playing for?
Yeah.
Or after you take an objective, which is like whether it can be Drake, Herald, but like killing a laner might be an objective as well, honestly. So it's the same, but this is easier. You should always think, what am I playing for next? You're in base, what am I playing for next? And I want you to think, why is this important actually?
Because like to like set up the like your game plan.
Yeah, that's for sure important, but like, why is it really important to think about those things? What actions? Like, with the moment you know what you're playing for, right?
Yeah,
You know where you have to go or where you have to farm, right?
yeah, yeah.
And why is that important?
It's like for the tempo?
No,
No,
no tempo.
I don't really know.
Okay, so here's the thing. Imagine
Yeah,
all your camps are up, okay?
yeah.
Everything's up. And let's say you don't know what you're playing for yet. You're like, oh, let me take my bot side.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe you actually want to play for bot side, right?
Yeah,
And if you want to play for bot side, that means that you have to take your top side camps.
yeah.
Because think about it. If you're playing for bot lane, okay,
Mm,
it means that you chose a lane where you're winning, right?
yeah. On
So
like
that, yeah.
the
So
other
that means,
lane is like said.
sorry, I didn't hear you.
I like I said like the other lane is like weak side. So
Yeah. So if you chose a lane where you're winning,
yeah,
it means that if the enemy jungler tries to gank bot lane when you're there, it's a pentakill, right?
yeah,
I mean, otherwise you chose the wrong lane. Like, why are you going bot if you're losing there, right?
yeah,
So like, what other choices does jungler have? Which is A, gank bot, suicide if you're there. B,
uh,
which is flip gank bot lane when you're not there. So your job is to like ping your laners to play safe till you're there,
yeah.
right? C, it is a counter jungler your top side because he knows that he can't take anything bot side, right?
Yeah, it's like cross map play.
Yeah. So your
Yeah.
job, the faster you know what you're playing for, the better your pathing will be. Because now you're like,
Mm,
okay, I want to play bot side, which means I should take my raptors, and then I go bot side.
yeah, yeah. True.
So this is why it's really important after you kill enemy, take objective, or you're in base to think about what are you playing for. So in this case, you killed enemy. So let's say you play for bot, you take your raptors and then path down. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say you have to take an objective, which means let's say you took the Drake. You know you want to play for top side. That means you're gonna clear your bot side camps, base, and play for top side.
Yeah.
Right. So there's like A, B, and C. Tell me, what was the A?
Can you repeat? Like the question?
There's like I remember I told you about A, B, and C.
Yeah.
Like once you know your play or where you're playing for, what can the
Yeah.
enemy team do?
Mm, like if I pass both side right now?
Yeah. Let's say you decide to play for bot lane, okay, and that's a winning
Yeah.
condition. The enemy
Yeah.
jungler has three choices, which I
Yeah.
explained to you: A, B, and
Yeah.
C. What was A?
Hey, like he ganks when I gank. So like he
Ganks.
could like the B is like the flip gank when I'm not there. So I
Okay.
have to ping back my laners.
Okay. Flip gank, we're not there, so you should needs to play safe. And of
Or
course,
like
you
to
should look at the wave state, of course, right? Like, you don't have to
yeah.
ping it to play safe and you're getting pushed in, you know, but imagine it
Or
like
like
under enemy
yeah.
tower for some reason, and you're farming, you're like, guys, you know?
Mm,
Okay,
yeah.
perfect. So
And the
what?
C is like cross map play. So like she will take my top side.
Okay, okay, good. And this is enemy choices. Um, let's say enemy choices, right?
Mhm.
That's clear, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So if you're able to execute this consistently, which is after you take a kill, take objective, whatever you're in base, and think about next plan, it is gonna be like so easy. Because then all you have to think about is what's enemy choices. A,
yeah,
pentakill when you're there. B, flip gank when you're not there. C, crossfit play.
yeah,
So the A is everything goes smooth. Because like I mean you just like manage to I should maybe switch this, right? Because I think it's better. Uh, I think this should be like A. This should be like B. Oops. Wait. Flip gank. Oh, sorry, wait. B. If you're there, it's pentakill for you. Okay, I think it's more clear because it's like A, B, C, okay?
yeah. And like what? But like, why is it pentakill? Like it's a 3v3, no?
Okay, it's not a pentakill, but it's just like
No, no.
it's just a saying, you know, just like it's It's
Yeah, but like why would I win, you know? If he ganks if I'm better, you know?
oh,
What
I mean the saying is just like it's not like literally. It's more like if you decide to go bot and it's a 3v3, and you decide to play for your win condition, usually you're gonna win out.
okay, yeah, because it's my strong side.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wait, let me just okay make more
Okay,
clear
okay.
for you. That's like usually my own words, you know.
Yeah, okay,
If
okay.
you're there, you should win.
I got it now. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I always like to say pentakill, you know, then you're gonna win.
Yeah,
Yeah, if you're there, you should win.
okay, okay.
Okay, is it clear? The after.
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay, I'll just Okay, so for example, right now, okay, you're going to bot side, which means that
Yeah,
in the end, you're gonna be ending up on the top side,
yeah.
which is fine if you decide to play for top side, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let me see. And I think it's fine anyway because your golems is spawning in 40 seconds. So if you take your bot side camps, then base, you can take these two camps. So
Yeah.
it is fine in this situation.
I didn't base actually.
How much gold do you have? It's okay. You don't have to base. You don't have like that insane amount of gold. However, what time is it? You do have your 1k item though, so it's. I mean, it's okay. Like here, you can just clear this and then base. However, like just make sure that your laners don't really int.
Okay, so now I saw a slow push top. I know that like the Irelia is missing on Talia as well, so I expected a dove top, so
Okay.
I went to cover.
One small thing: if you're trying to be a bit faster, just tap it. Don't hold it. It doesn't make you jump further.
Ah, okay, yeah, okay.
Just tap it, okay?
You mean the W? Yeah,
Yeah, if you tap it, it's better.
Now
Oh, now this is
like it's
yeah, I
yeah, it's a
remember.
bit disaster because I didn't expect Irelia to take this pass, you know.
Yeah. The
I was
plant.
thinking like she would take the tribush, so I
Oh,
was safe.
one small Viego tip that's important.
Yeah.
Like here, right?
If
Um,
I yeah, I should have waited the auto, okay?
yeah.
That okay, yeah. I was like thinking of it.
Yeah, because you know how alt deck works, right? Like just let a tower kill him, like keep running, and then try to pick him up.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Then you can play maybe a bit more time.
Mm.
Uh, 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 uh. Let me just. I just a small thing, right? But the E towards this wall. But that's
Yeah,
like a small thing. That's like really whatever, you know.
okay. But do you think that I should have skipped my golem to like just hug the turrets, maybe?
No, I think it's okay.
Okay.
I just think here you're just like here, right?
Yeah.
I think just be ready to like run instantly.
Yeah, I was expecting Aurelia to come from Tribush, okay, so
Yeah. I think you're just gonna be shocked because look, you're
yeah,
queuing, you're like staying around, you're walking to the left. You could just walk
yeah.
there, you
Okay.
know, and your Ari's coming, so I think you
Yeah,
just like rec, just really slow reaction basically.
yeah, okay.
Okay,
Yeah. So now I die.
and yeah, not too shabby. All right, boom, you're in base.
Yeah.
What are you playing for, Senorita?
Mm. I wanna play for Drake, but like, in fact, look, my Darius got a bit tilted, so he wanted to make a play bot, so I decided to follow him. So like to be fair, like
Yeah,
I use my Inter as a as a number, so
yeah. I mean, I see. Okay, okay, but let's say okay, he's actually laning normally, okay?
yeah,
Because let's say this is a
uh,
normal game. Let's not assume that, because
yeah.
like in the end, like this is not normal. So let's assume he went top lane. So when he goes top lane, what are you playing for? You're in base.
Mm,
Like boom.
I have no camp stop, so I think I have I don't have to be top side, so I have to be bot, but I don't know for like I wanna play for Drake, but like I don't know if I can.
hmm Okay.
So, like,
So let's say this is like a normal game. Okay. Do you
yeah,
prioritize Drake or do you prioritize
uh,
Herald?
no, for sure.
Herald for sure. Okay.
Yeah,
Um. So let's say if this is a normal game, Would you go for the Herald or Drake?
The Herald, I think.
Herald, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's correct. Okay, so if you're playing for the Herald, okay?
Mm-hmm.
If you want to play Herald, like,
Yeah.
what do you think about when you play for the Herald?
Mid prior on top prior,
Uh-huh.
and like yeah, if my bot lane is safe,
Yeah.
and that's it. I think maybe like ask for my support to come with me.
Okay, yeah. All of those answers are correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, those answers are correct. And like one small important thing, which is like the first question you should ask yourself is like, do you win topside 3-3?
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
This
I
is number
think.
one.
Yeah. I think we do actually. We have like three reset champs, so I think we do.
Yeah, I think you do win as well. Yeah, I think if good champs, you can easily one-shot one guy. Ari lands
Yeah.
one charm, GG well played.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can cancel Talia W with like your ultimate, so you don't get knocked. And yeah, I think it's
Mm-hmm.
pretty good. Okay, so if this is yes, it's really simple. Done. Okay, but like one thing you have to consider more. What's
Mm-hmm.
number two you have to consider? Let's say you win topside 3-3, okay?
Yeah.
You have to consider
Mm.
something else.
Maybe enemy bot lane moving.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can enemy? If yes, wait. If yes, can enemy bot lane move? If yes, your bot needs to match.
Okay. Okay.
If they cannot match, okay,
Yeah.
that means that you have to first make sure that. I mean, this is like a bit more advanced, okay, but you should like try to ward the Herald, make sure
Mm-hmm.
that they're not starting it, and make sure that you use like that your bot lane can at least like move or follow, you know. And if you want your bot lane
Right.
to move or follow, you should try to get like a little bit river control, like push mid lane and hover into bot lane a little bit if needed.
Okay. Okay.
Because the thing is that preferably you wouldn't want to give the Herald, right? So
Yeah.
if you can get it, and if bowling can move, that sucks. So you should try to free them up somehow, okay?
Okay. Okay.
But however, there's like
Yeah.
a question as well. Um, sorry. So do you win? Let's say if no, okay?
Yeah.
Then it should be like, can your bowling move?
It's like the opposite
Yeah, it is
question.
opposite, yes.
Yeah.
If yes, then well, it's you know, then it's free as well.
Yes. Yeah.
However, then you have to wait for your bowling to push out, move, and the moment they start rotating, okay, that's the moment you
Mm,
start it.
yeah.
Because then your bowling can cover mid lane, your mid lane can join you, and it's easier. But it's a bit more complicated, I think, in solo queue. It's good that you're aware of it, but it's not like as I mean, it's pretty important. But this is like important for like higher, really high elo, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But even if you play practice scrims, this is still important, you know.
Okay. Okay.
But which you do, right? You play like you said competitive a bit, so okay. So in this situation, you want to play for the Herald, right?
Yeah. I fucked up. Look, I put my E on the lane, so saw me, so I couldn't kill her. Like I could kill her. I think she was trying to
Ah, push
crash
out.
the wave.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, you definitely scared her. I mean, yeah, now she's not gonna come, so
Yeah. Yeah. Just waited for.
yeah. Okay, you're middling smurfing. Mm. One thing here is that I can tell here you don't know
Mhm.
what you're playing for.
Yeah. 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 I was a bit lost.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Because here, right, like even if you move mid lane, nothing's really gonna change, right? Like you can't really do anything. Because let's say if Talia's behind, you try to dive, like, or enemy bullet is missing, which they are, you're wasting time, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So you remember what we talked about? After you kill or take objective, whatever you're in base, think what you're playing for. So right here
Yeah.
already, after your play is finished here, because you didn't get anything, it should be like, what are you playing for?
Mm. Okay. Okay. I think like the right play, like the good play right now is like to take my bots and maybe like run to Rift, so she can't cross my play.
Yes, perfect. Yes, that's really good. That's what I like to hear.
But like when I replay my games, I can't think like all those things. But like when I'm in game, it's really hard.
No, that's normal. The thing is
Yeah,
that right now you're starting to learn how to walk, and you can't run yet, and that's normal.
yeah,
But I can
true.
guarantee you, if you keep thinking about these things every single game, it is gonna become easier, like no doubt.
Okay. Yeah.
But like these things, even for me, like first month I tried practicing these things, dude, I was inting mechanically, I was just running it down because well, it was something new, right? Like,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
once you learn it and you get more comfortable with it,
yeah.
it requires
It
less.
becomes it's yeah,
Yeah, and then you can focus once again on like different things.
yeah, yeah, true, true.
And one thing that is important as well. So like here, for example, um, Karma is staying here, right? Just
Mhm.
like a small thing, but Karma staying here. He sells the base. Nami comes from base, right?
Yeah.
Which means as well, your Bolin has tempo, which
Mhm.
means they can move first to the Herald.
Yeah.
So if Lucian decides to hard push this wave,
Mm-hmm.
they'll be first because Karma is not there.
Yeah, yeah, she's basing.
Yeah, she's now like in base right now, while your Nami's already like pretty close, right?
Mm.
But
Okay, okay.
preferably, um, your ball lane starts hard pushing on this wave
Yeah,
because then you already took your camps at least. So
yeah.
your laners should move at the same time when you can start the objective, okay?
Okay, okay.
So you should be aware of like when they should be like pushing. It's not this wave because even if you push that wave, you still want to take your blue and gromp, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's this wave that's most important.
Yeah. Okay,
And
okay.
for your mid lane, that means this wave
Yeah. So
before you can
like,
start.
do I have to cover them bots to
No,
like
no, 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 no.
push? Okay, okay.
No, in this situation you don't because they've ward themselves. They have like a little bit of tempo. They don't really have a slow push, but I think that they can push themselves.
Yeah.
That should
Okay,
be
okay.
not an issue, or they can at least match. They can at least match because you're winning in this game.
Yeah.
But they should start like they shouldn't freeze this. That's just troll, because that means that they can push next wave and move the Herald.
Yeah. So now they freeze. Yeah.
Wait, why are they going aggressive?
Yeah. It was a bit in.
Yeah, I mean here the check marks it was not really Wait, where is the check mark?
Yeah.
Right here, yeah, the check marks.
Yeah. I wasn't thinking of it.
Yeah.
Like I saw a freeze, so I was like, I have a pink ward, so like it's free gank.
Yeah, and this is good if Talia's not here.
Yeah.
No, it is good.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Honestly, if you can kill the enemy later here, like, why not? However, one thing though is that if Ezreal is like max ranging queuing like these minions, and
Mm.
Talia starts going topside, Herald is gone.
Yeah.
And you do not want to give the Camille a Herald against
Mm-hmm.
Darius. So
Yeah.
that's why like Herald is so OP, because you get like 350 gold, I don't know how much,
Yeah.
plus
200.
you get like platings, and if you kill enemy lane for some reason, or if enemy
You get
jungle tries to gank bot and you're topside,
yeah.
you
You get
just
the
get
turret.
full tower.
Yeah.
So, like always try to prioritize Herald, and the reason why this is so important, by the way, like I just have to emphasize, this is like so important to make the plans, because if you don't have a plan,
Yeah.
it is really normal, really really normal to go for this. Because
Mm-hmm.
if your laners are gonna ping, hey, let's go for a gank, in
Yeah.
your head this is the only option, because you haven't
Mm.
thought about anything else.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But if you have like something in mind, you're like, wait, this gank, I don't think it's worth losing Herald. Then you're not gonna go for this, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you still think it's worth, then go for it and learn from it.
Mm-hmm.
Because then, I don't know, Tali would get Herald, you're like, wait, maybe in hindsight, it's not worth it. But now you can't even evaluate if it's good or not.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it is like a common mistake of a lot of people, which is like going for a play that's like close to them. Because like
Yeah.
let's say you're on top taking Gomes, you're like, oh, top lane's fighting, let's go top.
Yeah.
You're Gromp, like, oh, bot lane's fighting, let's go Gromp. Whereas they're completely fine, they don't need help, and you can just play towards your reincarnation.
Yeah.
You only go to them if they were gonna get dove or something. But they're
Okay.
not, they're not gonna get dove, right?
Yeah.
So you can leave them alone and play mid to top, get Herald, and GG.
Yeah.
So like one thing that's definitely lacking, which is like I'm gonna summarize it after. Like I remembered it, so I'm just gonna. Okay, so like 10 minutes left. I'm just gonna skim a bit more through mid game, okay?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Because like this like early game, the thing is like 1 hour is really short, right? So I will just try to get to mid game. Okay, let's see when you're in a mid game status. I mean, this is kind of mid game, right? Yeah. Okay, this kind of mid game. Okay. So right here. Okay. Let's see when people are coming from base. Okay, okay, I like it here. Okay. What are you playing for right here?
Like I just want to cover my Ari because like she's fed on. I want to like take mid player and like look a move on the map
Uh-huh.
with her, a play on the map with her.
Yeah. That's definitely correct.
Okay.
If all of your camps are up, would you still cover her, or would you take your camps first?
No, I think I would take my camps.
Okay, okay. What is the time when you should be like skipping your camps?
Mm, like only for free game, I think. Like I have, I know that it's a bad habit because it's only because I used to play like FK farm junglers,
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
like I only skip my camp if only like I see a free kill, or maybe a dove top or a bot, but usually I don't.
Mm-hmm.
So like yeah, that's one of my biggest issue.
Okay. In mid game, you're definitely right. If you can dive the enemy, or there's a free gank, like why would you not? Why would you not kill them, right? Like,
Yeah,
yeah, I definitely agree. Like in mid game, you always take your camps, right? And then not this is like a condition, of course. Like unless one, your laner gets a dove and then a cover. Okay.
yeah,
Two, 100% free kill. I think number three is I mean, it's like if enemy jungler is like showing on opposite side, you can skip. Let's say you took your top side camps, okay, and your bot side camps are up. You can
yeah.
skip your bot side camps, and you can like instantly go for the dive.
Okay, okay.
Because the thing is that she can't counter jungle you anymore, and after you get the kill, you can then take your camps.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay.
But that's only if the enemy jungler shows, because I mean, it depends, right? Like, imagine the enemy jungler can cover bot and you can't dive, and you're not taking your camps, then you're kind of trolling because your camps are not respawning, right?
Yeah,
But like, if she's not there, then well, you can go for it. So like, I just want you to remember, okay? Like, always take your camps, and that's this, okay?
okay, okay.
Um, opposite side. But it's just this one, okay? Make sure you take opposite side. There's like a rule I have which is said this way at least the enemy jungler can't get more fed, you know?
Yeah.
Or trade. Okay, and then of course the most important rule as well. Meanwhile, ping our laners to not grief, please. This one especially, okay too.
Yeah.
Because with an A to Ari, everything can move mid to bot. The most important thing is they just do not die, right?
Yeah.
And as long as they do not die, they wait for you. It is what I like to call like pentakill, but it's just like you're gonna be winning that fight, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So in this situation, look, if you have identified what you're playing for, which is let's say you play for bot tower, which wave are you gonna look for a bowling gank?
Like the way like the one coming.
This wave?
Yeah, I think no. The
Yeah.
next one maybe.
No, that's
No.
correct.
Okay.
No, that's
Okay.
correct. You
Okay.
you took all your camps. Your Nami is hovering mid lane. Enemy support's missing, but that's okay. I'm sure enemy top lane is gonna show soon. It's gonna be 3v3 mid lane,
Yeah.
and you're gonna win.
Yeah.
So most important things you're gonna be using that wave, right?
Yeah.
So knowing that you're gonna use that wave and you're around mid lane,
Mm.
what is the most important thing for your Lucian?
Mm. To not die?
Yes. And one more thing.
Like, I don't know.
It's like to try to protect the wave if he can.
Okay, okay.
Because you need a wave to dive. Without the wave, it's
Yeah,
unlucky Kentucky, right? So
yeah.
okay. So let's see how it goes. This wave, Ari should be walking up like. But one thing, if you have mid push, Ari should be like as deep as possible if he can, because that way he has more time to roam.
Okay, okay.
Because if you catch in the middle, the enemy mid lane has more time to like follow, right? He can like easily take the wave and match and be like 5 seconds later.
Okay, okay, okay.
But if Ari's in the face, then well he gets like 10 seconds time.
Yeah.
So like here, like you see,
Yeah.
like right here, you like have no idea what's going on. You're like,
Yeah, I was just following my Harry.
yeah, exactly. But you can here take the initiative, be like, hey, let's push mid and dive bot.
Yeah,
Because if you're the better player and you recognize what you have to play for and keep in mind the conditions, you can make plays happen. Like in my games, if you watch my streams sometimes as well, right? You can see like I'm perma pinging. If I need people to be on the wave, if I want to give something, if I want to fight
yeah,
something,
yeah,
I'll make sure that my team knows it.
yeah,
So like here, for example, you are wasting one turn.
yeah.
And here, like, even the Camille gets priority. And now, if Camille gets priority here, okay, he can actually just
Yeah,
go ball lane.
Lucian is, yeah,
Like, if he doesn't die here, right? I mean, the thing is, he's a bit low, right? But imagine he's actually healthier. And let's say Ezreal's on the wave here, pushing, because he's stronger. Well, maybe your Lucian gets dove. And now you have to play to defend.
yeah. That's true.
It's like, here, look. Like, now we're pinging the bot tower here. But the thing is, the wave's already gone, you know? I mean, Ezreal
Yeah.
should be taking the wave. And now, after the play happened, I mean, you're Smurf, but now it's like
Yeah,
rinse and
yeah,
repeat. Look, after they respawn, boom, same thing. What are you playing for? Top tower
yeah.
this time, right?
Yep.
So now you just go mid into top lane.
Yep.
So, back to the steps. If you're able to kill the enemy, take objective in base, think about next plan. Boom, enemy is dead. What is next plan? Top tower.
Yeah.
In order to play for top tower, you need conditions. Like, so if you're playing for top tower, or like any side tower, or any side tower in mid game, you need mid prio, right?
Yeah.
So like one, you need mid prio. Number two, what is number two?
Mm, to like, what's the question?
Let's say you want to play for top tower, okay?
Yeah, yeah,
And your Ari is going mid lane and he has mid priority.
yeah. The
What is
number two,
step two? Yeah.
to know where is enemy jungle.
That comes after this.
Mm,
It starts with W.
wave states.
Which
I
which
don't-
wave? Which wave?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Which wave?
So the reason why I say which waves because look, imagine you're planning to use on this wave, okay? Like
Yeah.
sorry, let's say you're planning to like. I'm just gonna skip it further. So let's say you know that you need to take your Gromp, and you know that on this wave, you cannot go top lane because you're not there. You need to farm, which is normal, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Which means that you should be aware that next wave.
The next one, yeah.
So if you know it's the next wave,
Mm-hmm.
and your laners for some reason is like tra la 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 la, Elias mislane.
Yeah.
That sucks, no? Imagine
Yeah,
Camille
yeah.
didn't show here. Camille was here. Lucian has been slain.
Yeah.
That would suck, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So what you wanna do is make sure that if you know which wave you're playing for, which is that one, you just like look at your Lucian and be like, please, please, don't die.
Yeah.
Same for anyone in the game. As long as they don't die right there, and you're contesting this next mid wave, and you're there, and your team is there, it's a pentakill, which is like you basically win, right? Like, so like the moment you are around mid lane and you match the numbers, you'll win, which means you get the push if they don't troll, and when you get the push, you can rotate the top lane, while Ezreal's catching the wave here.
Yeah, on take top tower.
Yeah. And if the guy stays in the tower, dive him.
Okay, okay.
If not, free tower.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, yeah.
So that's basically how we play mid game. And if you rewatch this game, you're like, oh wait, this is actually like I could actually get so many things, but you're not aware of those things.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, is it clear?
Yeah, yeah, it's clear. Bro.
Okay. So the thing is that as long as you have a plan, okay, and let's say people are
Mhm.
fighting on both sides, you see skirmish, it's like fine to go for the skirmish. It's like as long as you think the skirmish is worth more or more guaranteed over the plan, go for
Mhm.
it. But
Okay, okay.
it's like really important that you at least have an idea on what you're playing for. And once you have that, then you can like I don't know if mid lane's fighting and you think it's a good fight, go for it.
Yeah,
But if you don't have a plan at all, you're always gonna fight on mid lane. Okay?
yeah.
And this goes for competitive too. Like you always just need to have like an idea what you're playing for. If you think diving bot's better than playing for top tower, go for that.
Okay, okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
You have any questions?
No, actually, like it's clear.
Okay. I mean, it's a lot of information because, you know.
Yeah, yeah, it's fine, it's fine. Like I will get like used to it.
Yeah, I will make this a bit more clear for you. And I will as well write your personal notes because every person has like different individual notes, right? So in your case, after evaluating, I would say that let me see the early game bit. I would say that early game, there's not enough planning, right? Like so like one it's especially like literally on the road. So
Yeah, it's like more about the reaction, like early game.
yeah, you see what's
Yeah.
happening. So one thing or multiple things that I would like you to improve on, which is like number one, which is like sorry, things to improve on, which is like level one planning. That's number one, which is written above, okay? The check marks. So I'm just gonna make it a bit separate, but like level one planning. Wait, I need to. Wait, where's the. Okay, I'll do it like this. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, so it's number one, okay?
Yeah.
Level one planning.
Um,
Number two is. So like. Let's write number one. Number two. What do you think number two is, Senorita?
mm, uh, I don't know.
Okay.
After I kill enemy, like think about the next plan.
Yes, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay, planning. I'm just gonna copy literally. Where is it?
The top, yeah.
Yeah, this one. Boom. Okay, it's this one. After you kill the enemy. Oh, I like to put it here actually more. Okay. After you kill the enemy, and what did I write there? Da 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 da. I'm gonna skip this the herald. Actually, I'm just gonna. I think it's fine. I'll just put this one. It's gonna be too much information.
Yeah.
Okay, so like this. Okay.
Yep.
What is number three?
Mm, actually, I don't know. The number should. Yeah, it's like yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah, like the
I can like show like the notes a bit, so maybe you get like
yeah, mm, the mid game,
yeah.
like the your lane gets done, yeah, and this.
Basically like I mean it's like part of like recognize what you're playing for as long as you like understand this concept, it's fine. Number three is
Mm,
like I would say still ganking. I still think this part because like if you paid attention, like your early game ganks especially, right? Like you flip the gank on bot, not knowing where the enemy jungle is. On mid
yeah,
lane, you're mid lane smurfing, so it was okay. You are basically sometimes going for ganks that are like not needed, but that's as well because you are not having any plans. But even if you have
Yeah.
plans, you might still make the mistake because it's not there yet, right? But I'm sure that when you go for like a gank like where was it?
Like the mean the real like the mid gank? Gank?
No, the bowling gank.
Okay, okay. Yeah.
And like I think it was around Herald timing, right?
But like yeah, it's like yeah.
It doesn't matter where it is. Anyway, when you went for like a bowling gank, when Talia was there and when your Lucian was getting pushed in.
Mm,
So like you need to make sure that you have the check marks, you know.
yeah.
But these check marks are more like should be kind of more here, you know. And level one planning is more like I wrote wrong actually.
Who's gonna play aggro? Yeah.
Yeah, it's that one. Oopsie daisy. Okay, this is more the checks mark. Level one planning. Okay.
Yeah.
So for sure, level one planning. Um, Making sure that you recognize which objectives you're gonna play for. Always think about the plan, and I mean just the ganking
Yep.
especially. And I'm sure if you're able to do these things consistently, I mean, there's of course a lot more things, but even it might look simple, right? But
Yeah, yeah.
mastering these things and doing consistently good still takes a while. And if you get good at those things, and you get better a bit at like individual recognizing your limits, etc., and your games are going to look completely different.
Yeah,
All right.
for sure. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Any other questions? I think I covered most of early, mid, of course. There's like Herald as well, but I want you to just keep it in mind, but don't tunnel on it too much. This is like this is just so much more important. Like the level one planning, like you know the planning, the ganking. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Alrighty then. I mean, if you have any questions, feel free to ask on Discord
Yeah, 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 for sure, for sure.
yeah. Alrighty then.
Yeah,
Then have a good one, and thanks for your
yeah,
time.
you too. Like, yeah, have a good day, man.
Yeah. Have a good day. Yo. Peace.
Peace, yeah.